We probably would both agree about is that we don't buy the story that, because nothing can be demonstrated definitively, utterly, to be the case, there is no truth. I mean, I think we both believe that there are truths, things that are truer than other things. Mm-hmm. And indeed, if
we certainly act that way.
Well, we couldn't even talk, could we, if we didn't?
Yeah, exactly.
And even to say that there are no truths is itself a truth statement, mm-hmm. which is that it's truer than the statement there are truths. So everybody automatically has truths, whether they know it or not.
Yeah, but it's because you said why. I don't think it's not only that you can't talk. You can't even see,
no,
right? Because you don't know how to point
your eyes. You wouldn't know
eyes.
How to discriminate what's coming into your brain at all.
Right.
So it's inevitable. I think we would agree about that. But I think that there may be a slight point of difference between us in that I'm very willing to embrace the idea of uncertainty. Mm-hmm. And I may be wrong, perhaps you could expand on that, but sometimes you come across as a man who has certainties that...
Well, it's a peculiar kind of certainty.
Yeah.
I'm certain that standing on the border between order and chaos is a good idea.
Good.
And that's a weird
exactly.
certainty, eh? Because,
exactly.
Yeah.
You need to be in the sort of slightly unstable position.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to be, what would you say? Encountering as much uncertainty as you can voluntarily tolerate.
Yes.
And I think that's equivalent to Vygotsky's zone of proximal development.
I'm sure
and I
that's
also,
right.
So when we talked a little bit earlier about the idea of an instinct for meaning.
Yes.
So I think what meaning is, it's the elaborated form of the orienting reflex, but what meaning does, its function, its biological function, which I think is more real in some sense than any other biological function, is to tell you when you're in the place where you've balanced the stability, let's say, of your left hemisphere systems with the exploratory capacity of your right, so that not only are you master of your domain, but you're expanding that domain simultaneously.
Yes.
And I think that when you're there,
yes.
and it's a kind of a metaphysical place in some sense, that you're imbued with a sense of meaning and purpose, and that's an indication that you've actually optimized your neurological function.